Good morning, everybody. It is April 20th here in New York, and today is the youth turkey hunt. And Kaylee and I are going to be going over to the neighbors and taking out Caden on the hunt this morning. The weather is not looking too good for us. Just looked at the radar and not good. So we're gonna be dealing with some bad weather this morning, but that's part of hunting. There's a bird that I've been listening to in the mornings before work that's right down the bottom of the strip of woods, and he's roosted right on the edge of this field, and I think that he's pitching out into that field in the morning with some hens, but I'm not sure because you can't actually see that part of the field from the road. But that's where we're gonna go this morning. We're gonna start in there and see if we can't get something going. It's going to be wet and rainy, but that is what it is. Kaylee and I are going to get our stuff together. We're going to head over to Chris's, and he's making breakfast, and we're going to get after him. So we'll see you in the woods. Kaylee has awoken. Look at this opening day of the youth season spread we got going here. There he is.
Waking up. Eyeballs.
Excited to go after your first turkey, Caden?
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, so it's just breaking daylight here, and we think the bird's gonna be roosted over here to our left a little bit. We got the owl hooter out, and we're gonna see if we can get some owls fired up in here and see if we can't get them to shot gobble. Get a location on them. Well, our first setup has been a bust. We haven't heard absolutely anything this morning. Might have heard a gobble somewhere, a long ways away, but just unbelievable. You know, it's been such good weather all week, and these turkeys have been gobbling their brains off. And this morning, terrible weather, cold and rain, and nothing talking. So we're gonna make a big loop and see if we can't get something fired up. We don't want to just sit here in the rain. That's not any fun. See if we can't get something struck up somewhere.
Caden, is that pretty exciting?
Yeah.
Is that the closest you've ever had a turkey?
Yeah.
What happened?
I heard him just a breathing hard over there.
I missed it.
It's okay.
Show him the...
Oh, it's on footage.
This is what,
There's Caden's target.
You smoked that tree, dude.
That's what Caden got right there.
Severed it.
Okay, so we're on to the next spot we're gonna try. We're gonna just get to the top of this hill, not break over it, and we're gonna launch one down into the swamp and see if we can't get a response. Get this guy another try at it. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be a wrap on this morning's hunt. We just went all over the place trying to strike a bird. We had 2 different birds shot gobbled to us, but they weren't having it. They didn't want to play the game. So I got stuff to do this morning, and we're going to go ahead and call it quits. But what did you think of your first turkey hunt?
It's fun.
He killed a sapling. I mean, deader than dead. Sapling tipped right over. Oh my gosh. But I told him the first 2 turkeys I ever shot at, I missed. So once you miss the next one, then we're tied. But you can beat me if you kill the next one. For now, that's a wrap on today. Thanks to Kaylee for videoing us, and thanks to Chris for the breakfast, and thanks for you for coming. What'd you think of the first gobbling turkey coming up to you?
My heart was pumping.
I could hear you breathing. His gun might have been doing one of these numbers when he pulled the trigger, but that's what it's all about, getting excited. And it was awesome having that bird just gobbling, I mean, just hammering, coming right up to us. So hopefully you get on one in the morning, and if you don't tomorrow, then we'll take you out when the normal season opens up, and we'll get you a turkey eventually. Welcome back, everybody. So yesterday you seen the hunt that we took Caden on, where he had an opportunity at one of them jakes, and it was just kind of an awkward situation because the birds, instead of coming from in front, they started veering to our left, and he had to make a pretty tough shot at the turkey, and unfortunately he hit a sapling, which soaked up most of his pattern. But anyways, he wasn't able to get out today, so that's going to be a wrap on the youth hunt this year. But every turkey hunting season, I get all kinds of questions on, you know, what's in my turkey vest, what calls I carry, what different tools I use while I turkey hunt. So I'm going to go through my turkey vest with you, and I got a few thank yous to send out for some really cool calls that some of my followers sent me on here, and I'll show you those calls and check this stuff out. So first things first, the turkey vest that I use is from Hunter Specialties. Got this a few years ago, and I really like it because it has so many pockets. I like a lot of pockets because not only do I carry all my turkey hunting equipment, I have lots of different camera equipment that I carry all the time. Most of the time I'm self-filming, so everything gets really congested, and it's nice to have lots of pockets in these to carry different stuff. So let's go through it here. I always have a box call with me. Usually on windy days, I use a box call to see if I can strike one up. And the majority of my calls that I'm using are Mountain Hollow game calls. I actually had the opportunity to meet Ken, who's the owner of Mountain Hollow Game Calls, this past winter at a sportsman show. And him and all the guys that work for him are just like super good guys, and they're the real deal. Ken was nice enough to send me out all kinds of mouth calls, box calls, slate calls. I'm going to put a link in the description to his website, and every turkey hunt I'm going to list the calls that I've used in the video with the links below the video. So if you guys want to check out Ken's calls at any point throughout the turkey season, feel free to check them out. And if you have any questions about them, just feel free to let me know. I'm still working through all the mouth calls, and I'll get back to you on which ones that I like the most. Right now, I've ran all of them through a few times, and I really like all of them. They all have a little bit different sound to them, which is exactly what you want. So let's see what else we got here. I always carry one glove for my right hand. I don't ever put a glove on my left hand and my trigger finger. It's just personal preference. I never do that. And then it's not so important early on in the season, but I have a thermocell in here with lots of different replaceable patches and different gas for the thermocell. The mosquitoes get super bad, you know, as we get into May, and they're a pain in the butt. And without a thermocell, they'll eat you alive. I learned a long time ago you never go to the woods without some wipes. So you never know when you're going to need to use those. Now, let's go to this side. On this side, I have my some more wipes, and then a pen and some zip ties for putting my tags on the birds. And we'll flip it over. Here's the thermocell I use. You can get these right on Amazon, or Walmart carries them. You can get them pretty much from anywhere. This is one of the coolest slate calls I've ever got. I just had a viewer from the channel that's been watching Kaylee and I's turkey hunts for the past couple years send these calls out to us. He actually makes custom turkey calls, and he's got a website. He makes all kinds of stuff. He sent me a turkey lanyard as well, which I'm going to show you, but these calls sound absolutely awesome. And he actually engraved the KEO logo into the call, and our name, my name on one and Kaylee's name on the other call. And that is Matthew's Custom Game Calls out of Long Island, New York, a fellow New Yorker. So I'm going to be using both the Mountain Hollow Game Calls and Matthew's Custom Calls as well. And the best thing about these turkey calls is they all sound a little bit different. You can make different sounds with them with different strikers. Here's one of calls that Ken sent me. This is the Mountain Hollow Game Call Double Slate. And of course, like I said, they all have their own unique sound to them. I have 3 different types of strikers. I have some from Matthew's Custom Calls. That's Purple Heartwood striker, and then I have a couple hickory ones from Mountain Hollow Game Calls, and I like to have multiple strikers with me at all times. I've got a couple different types of locator calls. I have the crow call right here for the midday, if I can try to get shot gobbles out of that. And then I have 2 different hooters. This one's really loud and raspy, and this one's really soft and not quiet, but not quite as loud. If I'm in real close to a bird in the dark on the roost and I want to just pinpoint his location, I'll use this one. If I'm trying to get one to hit the hoot from a long ways away, I'll use this one. So that's pretty much everything in my vest so far. I'm going to show you my turkey tote that Matt had made me. Right here's the turkey tote I'm going to be using, and he sells these right on his website as well. So he was nice enough to send out one for Kaylee and I to use, and hopefully you'll be seeing this come out of my vest at least once this spring. The call that I use for the whole hunt for the most part is the Prima Donna mouth call by Mountain Hollow Game Calls. And I really like this call for the raspiness in it and how you can manipulate the sound depending on how you use it. So that's the call that I use in this hunt to get them 2 jakes in real close for Caden to get a shot at. But I'm going to end this video showing you the calls that I got from Ken from Mountain Hollow Game Calls, and as well as showing you some of the cool calls that I got from Matthew's Custom Calls as well. And I just really appreciate you guys. It's, you know, I love putting videos out for people like you guys to watch them that, you know, care so much as to send us, you know, these calls as gifts, and You know, least I can do is show them off and hopefully kill a few birds with them. So really appreciate it, everybody. Can't wait for the rest of the turkey season to come this coming Saturday in Pennsylvania. Take it easy, everybody.